Imhotep. This is Mfundishi Jhutyms Ka in Haru, Hassan Kamal Salim. Talking about culture is your medicine. It is important for you to understand your culture, so your language, your people, and your ancestors. You have to embrace them. Culture is your medicine. So if you don't know your culture, you're going to be sick, you're going to be lost, and you're going to be confused. And you're going to be consumed by somebody else's culture. And so I carry here an Ankh. And here I have an Igbo staff of Sekhem, of power, showing you that we're all Africa, whether it's East Africa, West Africa, we are all one people. And so this is symbolic of the key of life. It shows the union between the female and the male, total unity, and the children, a continuation of life. We have to surround ourselves with our culture since it's our medicine. And so here I have symbols of books that I have written. This book takes us through a rites of passage on how to be the captain of your own ship. Volume 1, Volume 2. This book here talks about the royal chi in meditation. We find out that the same things that we do in West Africa was relevant in East Africa. Here we call the chi, we call it Sekhem. Sekhem is internal vital power. The Chinese call it chi, the Japanese call it ki, the Indians call it piranha, in Swahili we call it the moyo, but we're all talking about our internal power. It is important that we tap into that. I also talk about this, the Golden Bough, by my good friend Edgar Ridley. And it distinguishes symptomatic thinking from symbolic thinking. Part of the problems we're having right now on the planet, especially African people, is that we've been taught symbolically with no proof, no evidence. Religion has trapped our minds and they don't have to prove anything. Symptomatic means that I know it, it's not a belief system, I can prove it, I can feel it, I'm part of it. And so we have to move towards symptomatic thinking. If you'll notice here, I'm surrounded by crystals and gemstones. This is real energy. So it's not make-believe. It's like gravity, and it doesn't care whether you believe it or not. Electricity doesn't care whether you believe it or not. Okay? It's the same thing with energy. If you believe in it and understand it, you can use this energy to strengthen your life. And so that's what I try to do. Teach people to be captain of their own ship. And we have to embrace the African persona, the spirit of Africa. So it doesn't matter whether you live in South Africa, it doesn't matter if you live in the Congo, Cameroon, Ghana, Nigeria, West Africa, it doesn't Mali, Niger, it doesn't matter whether you live in East Africa, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda. All of us are one people. We express ourselves based upon sometimes the geographical location we're in, because culture is also forged by your environment. So people in the rainforest have a slightly different culture than people who live in the savannah. And people in the savannah have a different culture. The people in the savannah have a different culture from the people in the desert. And so it's important for us to understand our environment. Environment is important, and you need to be in tune with nature. So as you embrace your African culture, remember, it is your medicine. It helps you survive, and it helps you flourish. And so meditation is important. And so one of the things we see here, we see the royal chi of meditation. In ancient Kemet, to meditate means that you are listening to the Creator. To pray means I am speaking to the Creator. And the Creator is not out there. The Creator is inside of each and every one of us and all around us. Everything is part of the Creator. And so I say we are spiritual beings, divine spiritual beings, having a divine human experience. But remember, the key here is that you are divine. Divine beings having a human experience. You see, you don't have a soul. You are a soul and you have a body. That's why you can have an out-of-body experience, because you are the soul, you are the spirit connected to the one. So I need African people to abandon this Western culture. Give them back their clothes. Give them back their foods. I know y'all love pizza and all of this other stuff, which is bad for African people. You want to consume all this cheese. You want to consume hamburgers. Give that food back to them. Eat your own traditional foods. Okay? Wear your own traditional clothing. Speak your language whenever you can. When you're at home, you speak your language. When you come out in the Western world, then you speak a Western world language, okay? But embrace your culture. And please, abandon their religions. Give them back their religions. Spirituality doesn't put you in a box. Spirituality frees you. I can love anyone who's righteous. I don't care what their ethnicity is. If they're a righteous, good person, then we can do business. You got to embrace people and live by ma'at. So I want to close by saying ma'at is important as a Kemetic spiritual priest. Ma'at means truth, justice, righteous, and harmonious balance. So you want to live your life by ma'at. So when I'm doing meditation, I'm trying to be the best I can be by tapping into my inner self. When I'm learning my history and my culture, that's my armor that helps me get through life. We need to protect ourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Embrace your culture. When we wear our cultural items, you are tapped into your ancestral spirit. African people, culture is our medicine. We used to be the most long-lived of all people on the planet. Now we got the shortest lifespan. Why are we so sick? Because we're living in somebody else's paradigm. We're eating somebody else's food. We're wearing other people's clothes. We're thinking, and we let other people educate us. We need to be responsible for our own education. Spend at least 5 or 10 minutes every day meditating. That's quiet time. Have an altar where you can give homage to your ancestors. Stay connected. Stop eating so much. Eat the right foods and eat less. Try to only eat maybe once or once and a half, one full meal a day, and then maybe some fruit for breakfast and stuff like that. Eat to live so you can go into your 70s and 80s vibrant and strong. That's important. So think good, eat good, and be around good people. Don't hang around people. If you're the smartest person in your group, then you're in the wrong group. If everybody in your group is a fool, guess what? You're a fool. Don't try to say, well, I'm the smart one in the group. No, you're a fool just like everybody else, because those are your buddies. Raise your consciousness. You raise your consciousness by thinking positive thoughts. The greatest form of love is gratitude. Be thankful. Be thankful for what you have. Give praise to what you have. And stay focused on what you want to become. So if I've said anything of value, use it in your life. Remember, culture is your medicine. Ankh, make your life powerful. Stay in tune with your African culture. And please, African people, don't just watch videos. I'm glad you're watching this one, but read a book. Read a book. Peace and harmony. Ankh Uja Seneb Neb. May you live long, may you be prosperous, and may you have good health. Amin Ma'at.